Wow, I look great. I really do. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see me. Episode 88. How are you? What's happening? Oh my goodness, are you lucky? What a great day for you. I'm going to pat my face real quick, put my face back in order, getting the face pat. Episode 88. Uh, I got kind of a like no voice thing going on, but I'm bringing it to you. I'm bringing it to you because that's what I do. I show up every single time. That's who I am. I'm an up shower. You're like, who's showing up? I'm like, this guy. This guy's showing up. That's right. Showing up. It's an amazing thing. Uh, January 22nd, 2025. Um, Shout out to Hannah, who I don't know when she's coming back. She had a funeral. She's out of town. Um, she lost someone important in her life. So, respect. My condolences to her and her family. And we miss you, buddy. Anytime you want to come back, as if she listens. Hi, Hannah's mom. Probably still listens. Um, tell Hannah, come back. We miss her. It'd be cool. But I got to talk. It's what I do. January 22nd, 2010, I wrote as a Facebook post, as a status, "Hey, Toledo, hope you got condoms, because I'm putting it in you twice tonight at 8 and 10:30 at Connections Comedy Club in East Lansing. Hey, Toledo, hope you got condoms, because I'm putting it in you twice." I don't know if I would ever write that now. You just evolve. And I'm not saying that you evolved and I want to put it in Toledo 2 times. And a lot of people can be like, well, Toledo's fucked anyway. Sure. There's a lot of options. There's a lot of choices. But I don't know if that's how I would post a show description anymore. It's so interesting the amount of like zest and inspiration and like vinegar in your nuts when you're young. You're like, I'm gonna do this. Like I toured forever, and I'll be honest. I get a little envious sometimes because I miss it. I've toured way longer than I haven't toured. I've done shows way more than I haven't done shows, and a lot of times I get like FOMO or SHOMO. Oh, that's a good one. I get SHOMO. I get SHOMO, and I miss being able to do shows because it's just like I've done shows, and I'm not done. I'm at this interesting break in my life where I'm just trying to decide what's next. And I've decided very much so that I wasn't just going to take a job that was shitty. I wasn't just going to like do whatever or go back to the same thing. Um, I did stand up for a long time. And again, I'm not in any way retired. I love writing jokes. It's one of my favorite things. But the desire to just jump on a plane, get to an airport, rent a car, drive 300 miles, tell jokes, jump in a car. It's like it's a young person's sport. But I'm not saying it's not fun because it still is. I'm just trying to figure out how fun it is. You know what I mean? How fun it is for me and what's next. That's what I'm trying to do. Um, but hey, Toledo, I'm definitely hoping you have condoms because I want to put it in you. Yeah, I'm just trying to do cool next things. You know what I mean? It's just like you can live your life repeatedly doing the same thing. What's the old quote? Trying to do the same thing over and over again and expecting different results is the definition of insanity. I'm paraphrasing, but there's also repetition is the mother of perfection. You know what I mean? And has repetition ever met his father? Like, who knows? It's one of the weird things. So there's obviously different schools of thought, which makes me think, you know what I mean? I've done a lot of cool stuff, and I don't know if I want to do it again. I want to do other stuff. So I'm just trying to figure it out. So some people are like, how come there's only a couple of dates on your website? I'm exploring writing. I'm exploring TV stuff. I'm kind of figuring out what's going to happen here. And that's what I'm doing. Podcasts, for the most part, are the most ridiculous thing. It's like, hey, you want me to tell you? It's like the longest voicemail. It's like a long voicemail to other people about yourself where you're inquiring about them or inspiring them or just distracting them from whatever it is they're doing. I mean, this voice, it's like it feels like the voice for the singer of Canned Heat. Going up the country, take me where to go. That's my voice. That's my speaking voice. A lot of going on, a lot of stuff going on that I want to talk about. Not a lot, like 10 different things, but I want to share them with you because this is my therapy. This is my opportunity to vent. I don't go to a therapist. I go to a podcast, codcast. I don't have a word for it. I go to a podcast. I can't even do it. A Theracast. That would be exciting. I don't know. It's just. I feel lucky. I feel happy, and I'm all about sharing. So here we go. Um, so a lot of the stuff has been happening in the last couple of weeks. Okay, first of all, the Lions ended their season. I love Lions fans. I love the Lions. I love this season. I thought it was great. I thought we did well. I thought it was a very exciting experience. It did, however, remind me of the 97 Wings. That one year they beat everybody during the season, and that magical season, and then they got tossed in the first round of the playoffs, but then came back and won like 2 or 3 Stanley Cups in a row. It reminds me of that. It just reminds me of like they were good. There's also a song by Morgan Wallen called "The '98 Braves," which is pretty cool. It's about this great team that just didn't pull it off, and everybody thought they were going to pull it off. And it's just a good song. Anyways, so Lions fans, as a Lions fan since 1902, it's very frustrating year after year after year, but you love them. It's like, I guess being a Lions fan in some ways like being a parent to a kid who's not really accomplishing a lot. You know what I mean? It's like you love this kid, but you're like, oh, what are you fucking doing, Jimmy? You know what I mean? Like, what's happening with you? You love this kid, and you spent time on it, and you're like, come on, Jimmy, this is the time you're gonna do. Oh, fuck, Jimmy. You know what I mean? It's just it's frustrating that this happens over and over again. But you give all this love, then all of a sudden, Jimmy's like starting to succeed. And you're like, Jimmy's doing this, and then Jimmy like fucks off again, and you're just like, ugh. I love the reactions from so many different sports fans. We're like, get rid of Goff, and he's this, and all these. Can you imagine being Jared Goff? All these Detroit Lions fans for a whole year are like, Jared Goff, Jared Goff. Then he loses, and they're like, we got to get rid of that guy. That guy sucks because he has a bad game. Listen, people, whoever you are, have you not had a bad game before? Have you not had a bad day at work? Have you not blown up a copier? Have you not spilled drinks all over somebody? Have you not, like, put a banana someplace a banana shouldn't be if you're at the zoo? Like, come on, you've had a bad day. Guy had a bad day on the worst possible day possible. And it's unfortunate. We lose our offensive coordinator, probably our defensive coordinator. But you know what? There's a cool thing about people. There's so many of us. Someone's going to step up. Someone's going to do it. And if not, you're still going to love Jimmy. So congratulations to the Lions on a fantastic season. I can't wait to see next year. I'm really excited about it. Okay, Lions, get rid of that. The other day I shaved my head, and it's shaved now, but I only shaved. I got halfway through it, and the razor, the electric razor of many years, died, so I had half a head of hair, and I was like, I got to go get a razor, and I was so determined to fix it that I had to go to the CVS right away. Had to go. And I didn't even think to put a hat on. You'd think put a hat on, right? Nope. I beeline there. I get and in Los Angeles, everything is in glass cases. Everything is locked up at stores. It's like you can't just have grocery stores, yeah. But all the cool stuff at grocery stores, locked up. Same thing at a drugstore. All alcohol, all whatever, locked up. So I get to the shaving section, and I hit the please assist me button, and I'm waiting. And this nice woman comes over. She's like, what do you need? Oh, okay. And then she just opens up the shaving thing. She knew by my half head of shave. And I got to tell you, young me would have taken a picture of it. Old me was just like, I need to get a new razor. Evolving. The theme of the episode is evolving. Cool. I don't understand the concept of but I also very much love when fat dudes call other fat dudes fat. I cannot tell you how much I enjoy this. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate this. I cannot tell you how much it makes me laugh in my soul. It's like being more and more, I guess, as my numbers grow on social media, and I'm now closer. I think I have 96,000 fans on Instagram, which is something I've worked very hard at. It's posting a lot of content. It's writing a lot of jokes. It's fielding a lot of There's a lot of, as we've talked about, vicious comments. But I get two. I get old man, which I'm not. I'm a middle-aged dude at best. I just have no interest in dyeing my beard hair. You know what I mean? It's like, why do you want to dye your facial hair to look young? Why don't you want to look your age? You look idiotic. I would look idiotic with a black beard. Plus, my face, my complexion is mostly red, so it's like I would look like Darth Maul, and I'm not doing that. And then I get fat. Like those are by people I've never met. Just those are the I would never. Do I think some people are fat? Yeah. Do I think I could be smaller? Yeah. Would I ever call someone fat? What kind of turd sees goodness in that? Like, you think I'm gonna change because a stranger I've never met before calls me fat? I have no interest in that. It's just hilarious. Also, and then you look at their picture and they're like 10 times the size of you. And you're like, how do you have reverse body dysmorphia? Is this something that you can't see in yourself? But you're like, well, other people must be fat because I wear 5XL shirts. No one says that. I don't respond by saying, hey, 5XL shirt, fuck off. I just always write, I love when fat dudes think other fat dudes are fat. And Instagram or Facebook or Threads goes, are you sure you want to write that? Be careful. I'm like, did you not say that to them? It's interesting. I just think it's funny. I don't know. And as far as health goes, we're all different. We all have our plights and our choices. You know what I do every day? Every single day, I walk 5 miles, like 5 days a week. 5 miles a day, I walk. Then I do 20 minutes of yoga. 20. And then I do a little bit of weights and I try 54. I'm not going to look like fucking Hercules. And but I also watch what I eat now. I no longer drink alcohol during the week. That's only been for a week. But I got to tell you, I'm on day 5, I think. I look way less red than normal. Blood pressure is normal. Anybody who's listened to the show before knows that I love alcohol, love it. But I kind of like not being hungover more. So I'm doing that more and more, and I'm really enjoying it. So watching what I eat, like yesterday, not that anyone gives a fuck about what you ate or gives a fuck about your workout. But yesterday, I had for breakfast, I had a hard-boiled egg after fasting 18 and a half hours. And after fasting 18 and a half hours, walking 5 miles, doing 20 minutes of yoga, I have a hard-boiled egg. And then later, that's all I ate. And then for dinner, I had Spanish rice, black beans, turkey, and steamed vegetables. That's what I ate yesterday. Did I wake up losing 4,000 pounds? No, but I'm watching what I'm eating. I'm trying to be better. And still some fuckface that I've never met is like, shut up, fatty. Come on. Makes me laugh. Anyways, Hollywood Squares aired 2 weeks ago, a week ago Thursday. What a fun show. What a great thing to be a part of. What an amazing experience. I really enjoyed it. It started in August. No, we shot in August. We started in June, July, August. Either end of April, beginning of June. 13-week gig of writing. Like there were 6 writers. We each had to write six questions a day, 5 days a week. And then we each had to do, I think, 18 celebrity true false questions. And then so we wrote from home, and then we got there, and then we worked with the celebrities. I worked a lot with Whitney Cummings. She wrote a lot of the jokes herself. I wrote some of them for her. Other writers wrote some for her, but she knows her brand. Most of the comedians that you see on there, most of the people on there, everybody knows their brand. Everyone's afraid of comedy. Everyone's personality is different. You work with, like when you're working with I've worked with celebrities for a long time on shows, one at a time, two at a time. There's like 10, 15, 20 of them there. It's just so much crazy energy because they're all different. They're all their own thing. They all have their own thing they're going to say. They have their own, some people like completely trust comedy. Other people completely don't. And it's just like they overanalyze things. And um, one actor in particular I can think of who was just like, I don't know. Should I say that? I'm like, it's a really funny line. I don't know. Should I say that? No, I want to say this. It's really depressing, dude. You're gonna bum everybody out. No, but I think I can sell it. All right, say it. And then he said it, and everyone was like, oh. And then the host was like, sure you want to say that? You want to run something back? And he ended up saying the thing, and it worked. And like so many people were like that, but so many people were so fantastic and so good at knowing what they're doing. And the show's fun. It's a simple, silly game show where you're getting bluffed by people on true or false questions as you play tic-tac-toe, or you're being asked questions and the celebs have the answers in front of them. Actually, the celebs, the way it works is the questions are asked. The celebs know, we know what the question the celebrities are going to be asked, and they're given choices. They're not given the right answer because we legally can't. And then the celebrity decides whether or not that's the correct answer, and then they either try to sell it or don't sell it. And then we write the setup and we write the response, and they can change it. They can do whatever they want, and they do that. And it's just natural and fun. It's a live audience. They're laughing. It's really funny in the moment. So I was like, if we did 4.6 million viewers on the first day, which was the number one game show on TV that day, and really enjoyable. Really cool to be part of something successful. And then I don't know what the ratings were for the Sunday after when it followed football, but I'm sure they were bigger because the lead in was football and it was like the Ravens versus the Bill. It was huge, I'm sure. Um, and I was like, I'm just gonna look online. And every like online people are so mad. Like in addition to like they didn't call the show fat, but like they didn't call the show old, but they're like, tried to watch for 1 minute, couldn't. How interesting is your life? You can't watch who's mad at a game show? It's like, fuck you, Monopoly. Tried to play Monopoly, but got to jail. And I was like, bull, shut up. Like, no one is default that upset all the time. Sorry, I need a little water. No one is default that sad. No one's set is default. I don't even know. No one's default is the set of anger. I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I should go back to drinking. Anyways, yeah, so I was really happy to be a part of Hollywood Squares. I don't know what's going to happen if there's going to be another season, but there's 8 more episodes to air, and I'm very excited about it. So I hope you enjoy because it's really fun. The fires continue in Los Angeles. They're still not 100% out. There's still new fires happening, but it's no longer news. And that just goes to show you how people only care for like 10 minutes. They just like 10-day nation, no way. Like 5-day nation, maybe 10-day nation, but like it's not even headlines in the local news anymore. They're still burning. There's still some people on evacuation warnings. There's still fires popping up. There's still people starting fires, and yet not news anymore. Why? Because we changed powers in our presidency. And we got a new old man now, and a lot of shady stuff going on. I'm not really a political guy, but a lot of shady stuff. First off, before I jump into this, and I'm only going to jump into it for like a minute or two because I got so many other things that I want to talk about. Okay, so I am a big fan of everyone having their own opinion. If you don't agree with me, I think that's awesome. But I'm not mad at you. I'm just like, we disagree. I don't know why people can't look at shit like that. People have to take it personally. People have to be like, you fucking idiot. How do you fucking think? Like, calm down. We just disagree. It's just like, we just disagree. There's opinions. I have this person who writes on my who comments on my Facebook post every once in a while. She's like, oh, you always post stuff, but you're always on the fence. I'm not on the fucking fence. I don't have a passion to get into like, why do I care if someone else believes what I believe when I'm just making a joke or an observation? The joke I wrote was, okay, during the inauguration, Elon Musk, who's a very eccentric fella. He's a very unique person. What is he, the wealthiest person in the world? A lot of people, I mean, he's got more money than me. He's got more fame than me, more power than me. He's in a better situation than a lot of people. And he's kind of goofy. He's kind of awkward. He's kind of socially, he's kind of elitist. He's kind of arrogant. He's got an ego. He's got all the things that would come with being the wealthiest, one of the most successful people in the world. He's got all that stuff. He's got a weirder voice than me because of the South African thing. Like the first time you hear his voice and you don't know where he's coming from, you're like, what's going on here? What is this? What's happening? What is the, oh, South African? Okay, that's what it is. So he gets on in the inauguration and he gets all excited and he does this thingy where he's like, you put your right hand in, you put your right hand out, you put your right hand in, like he doesn't, he doesn't sing it or do the hokey poke hands. I'm watching it and I write the joke. Either he was putting his right hand in, right hand out, right hand in, and doing the hokey pokey, or yikes, which was my joke. Great joke. Great observation. Okay joke. Okay observation. I don't know what the guy was thinking. Looked pretty Nazi to me. Just did. But I post that joke. And I have people who are going, he wasn't doing a salute. He was doing a salute. He wasn't doing a salute. He was doing a salute. That should tell you everything you need to know. We're never going to all be on the same page. It's very rare. We think different things. If he did do a Nazi salute, what a douche. What a horrible thing. If he didn't, and he's just awkward, what a poor choice. What a poor choice. And then you look on social media, and I saw a post for some Fox News guy. He's like, okay, libs, you want to go there? And it was like a montage of different liberal Democrats with their hands outstretched. And it's like Jon Stewart did a pigeon with his hand up. And it's like, okay, I get it. I mean, it's, do we like, remember when Bono was like, right before they played Helter Skelter on Rattle and Hum, he's like, Charles Manson took this one from the Beatles. We're taking it back. Is it possible that some people could be like, let's take this motion back? Like it's no longer evil. It's fine. Is that possible? The marketing mountain you would have to climb to achieve that would be pretty rough. You just imagine someone coming out and be like, hey, everything Hitler did was bad, but I want you to know this no longer means that. Now it means taxi. You know what I mean? Like, was that a thing? So then I have these people going back and forth. I have a crazy Republican friend. She's bananas Republican. Went to high school with her. Successful, wealthy, good, good mother, Catholic, crazy Republican. Like post like daddy's home stuff. You know what I mean? Like crazy Republican. And I have a lot of friends who are not Republican. I'm out here in Los Angeles. There's people who are struggling, who fight against the rich, and then people who are just like fuck the man and whatever. It's just so interesting to me. It's just so interesting and entertaining that so many people could be so divided and so upset by it. You're allowed to think whatever you want to think. Just think it. If someone doesn't think what you think, who gives a fuck? Let your ego off the hook. I'm not on the fence. I'm not on the fence about a lot of stuff. I definitely have my opinions, but they're mine. And what's different from me trying to shove my opinions down your throat, other than just, I'm like, okay, you think that? Cool. It's kind of like, have you ever seen like, I don't know, it doesn't matter. They have meteor showers, but they don't have meteor baths. What's up with that? What is up with that? Why don't you think a nice meteor bath would be comforting? Like, hey, everybody, do you want to bathe yourself in some meteor? No, it's just shower and hit me in the head, bouncing off my car. No, maybe I want to shock my system with some meteor baths. Have you ever noticed the phrase, I will try to make it, is the prequel to How to Go? Why do you try to make it? You don't need to tell me as a performer you're trying to make it. You're either going to make it or you're not going to make it. I think Yoda was in a band. I think Yoda was just like so fed up with people saying they were going to come see him at the Star Wars cantina. He was just like, come or don't come. Just there's no fucking try. Just or Lucas when he fucking wrote those words, he was probably like, bitch, are you gonna make it or are you not gonna make it? I don't want to hear that you're gonna try to make it. It's so easy to succeed at making it. It's just easy. Don't be a flake. I did write a song called Flaky as Fuck. I'm very excited to play it live at the Comedy Castle, February 27, 28, and March 1st. There's also a long shot chance that I could be doing the Fox Theater a few days later as a warm-up. I don't know yet. It's in the air. I'm going to be in Michigan. I might just stay there for a couple of days. But there's a shot. And if it is, I'm very excited. Actually, I'll tell you exactly what it is. My friend Adam Ray is performing at the Fox Theater on the 6th. And I said I've always wanted to play there. It's something I've always wanted to do my whole life. So I said, if I'm there, I'm like, you don't have to pay me. You need to put me up. Can I get on stage and do a couple minutes? And he said, yeah. He's like, I don't even know what that show looks like now because it was months ago. He's like, let's talk about it. So if it happens, cool. If not, he's got his own thing going on. I'm not worried about it. He's killing it right now. He's got a good formula going. I don't know that he needs me to mess it up. But if I end up being there, that's cool. I'm absolutely probably not going to play that song. I'll probably go with the hits all day. But Try to Make It is the prequel to, I wanted to. You tried and you wanted to. Can you imagine what life would be like that if you approached everything? Well, I'm going to try to make money today. I wanted to. I'm going to try to go to work today. How'd it go? I wanted to. Okay. I wish when I was single that I would have gotten someone who paid enough attention to me the amount of time that CVS pays attention to me via text messages regarding vaccines. CVS is determined for me to be up to date on everything, and they text me like reminder texts. If businesses were people, would you unfriend the people for the annoying amount of... I have a dentist, VIP Dental in Hollywood, West Hollywood. I have an appointment for the dentist on the 29th. I made the appointment, I think, last week in December. I've received 7 reminder texts, and I can't just take them standing down. I now respond. I respond honestly. No one on earth has ever texted me this much about anything. That's the response. Then I'll get another one. You have an appointment on the 29th. Oh my God, is there any way that you could text me every single day from now till then? Because I fucking understand. And then they just keep texting me. But if you had a friend who was like that, would you still be friends with them? Probably. We're all a little weird. Oh, remember when TikTok went away for 5 seconds? Do you remember that? People are talking about the shadiness of when I said there's so much shade. Here's the shade that's going on. Do I think what the current president's doing is shady? I don't know. It's his new term. He's been here 2 days. I hope things work out for him. I wish him the best. Do I think it was a little weird that on the last day, the other old guy was like, everybody I know, my whole family, we're all safe. We didn't do anything. Can't touch us. Nanny, nanny, boo, boo. We're touching the tree. Yeah, I think that was a little shady. Do I think the fact that people want to kill Dr. Fauci, put him on a witch hunt because they think he's the worst person ever is a little dramatic? Yeah, I think that's a little shady. But if he's really hiding out of the country, it's a little shady also. Also, the TikTok thing couldn't be more shady. TikTok had an order where we're supposed to disappear on the 19th. The Supreme Court backed it up. The old guy was like, I'm not gonna enforce this. And the new guy was like, let's see what happens when I get there. The Supreme Court was like, cool, but if no one was enforcing it, there was nothing to enforce. So then preemptively, the talk on Saturday goes, we're down. We can't do it. So everyone in the whole world talks about them constantly and puts up tribute messages and gives them billions in advertising. And then on the next day, they're like, we're back, bitches. Ha ha. It just like, it came back. TikTok came back faster than a person who announces they're taking a break from social media. It was back in a flash. You know that, friend. Hey guys, I'm just posting this because I need a mental health break. I got to get out of here. Take care. Pause. Send. And then that person just stares at their phone, waiting for people to be like, no, dude, don't you go away. Who will tell us about what the weather is like in Nova Scotia? Buddy, come on, man. You can't disappear. What you think about television is important. And they're like, no, this is crazy. I should go back. It was that fast. Anyways, what are my other thoughts before I get out of here? Thank you for being my therapy. Thank you for allowing me to speak for an hour and pop my zit brain. I thought the inauguration, for the little bit I watched of it, was fine. I hope the fires go away. I hope people are safe. I feel terrible for all of the people who are going through it. Strength and prayers, friends. Follow me on Instagram at the Chris Army if you like jokes. If you like the Newberg podcast, listen and subscribe. Follow us on YouTube at the Newberg Pod or just wherever you pod. I'll be in Detroit February 27th through March 1st. Please watch Hollywood Squares so I can have a job in 3 months. That'd be super. And then I think I'm coming to Canada in April. I am. I don't know where. Halifax Comedy Club in April. I've got a Reno Laugh Factory date coming up. If you're near a comedy club, you want me to perform, just let the comedy club know, or message me, and I'll connect you with my agent. Can't wait for Hannah to come back whenever that is. Love all of you, except for that one person who probably doesn't listen. Anyways, yeah, episode 88. This was good stuff. My voice sounds like it's a little coming back. Newberg Pod, Newberg Pod, Newberg Pod, Newberg Pod, Newberg Pod.